What I have here is a little 50cc scoot coupe. It's basically the same thing as a scooter, but it has this body on it. They call this one a Mick coupe because it's used in parades for McDonald's. But what I'm doing on it right now is checking the brake fluid level. So first thing I'm going to do is wipe off all the way around here to make sure there's no dirt that can get inside of the cylinder here. And also, when you take this cap off, you want to be careful not to get any brake fluid on the paint because it will eat the paint off. And the other thing about brake fluid is very hygroscopic, which means it will absorb moisture really easily. So you want to hurry up and put the cap back on. And the type of fluid that you need is something like, it's a .3. It actually says it right on the cap. And you want to get it from a sealed container because you don't want an old container that actually, like I said, is hygroscopic and could absorb any moisture, because that definitely hurts your brake fluid, could overheat and get vapor in it, and you don't want any water in it also, which would be corrosive to your lines. But it takes a .3 or a .4 fluid. This is from a sealed container, and also clean the filler cap, as I said. So I'm going to do that right now. It wouldn't hurt to take and blow some air out around it also, just to make sure. But in this case, it's not really that dirty. So what you want to do is take each of these screws out. So take my screwdriver, take the screws out. They're not normally very tight. So I'll take both of those off and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I got the screws out. There's a 65 Thunderbird that I'm working on. So I'll set the screws down, and then this cap, sometimes you have to kind of tap on it to get it loosened up a little bit, but it doesn't take much before it comes right off here. So I'm going to set this down somewhere not on paint because it's got brake fluid in it. See how that went in. Okay, so this is like a little rubber piece that, if the brake fluid starts going down, this will actually pull in to take up that void of air. So it's not wanting to suck in any air, but the air space will be filled up by this that'll push in. So I'll pull that out. All right, and as you can see, we're getting kind of low on the brake fluid level. So as the brake pads wear, that level will go down because the brake pads are going out away from the piston, and that extra space is taken up by the brake fluid in the line. So I'm going to put some brake fluid in there until it's almost full. Okay, that should be enough. You don't want to overfill it. Obviously, when you put this back in, you don't want it pushing out the sides. There we go. Okay, so we've got this back in place, secure. I'm gonna put the screws in and just snug them tight. All right, so I put the screws back in snug, and some of these, this one has this big cover on it, but some of them have an actual sight glass in the side where you can see how low the brake fluid level is. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. It's basically repeating the same process. But if you like this video and you want to learn more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications for any time that I post a video, and I'll be doing many, many more. Thank you.